Hello and welcome back to our coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational here on 2K Sports. We're picking up on the second hole. Let's get into it. Opting for the 5-wood. That should set up another chance. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Looks like they just forgot to hit it, Rich.
Tell you what, watch out. This guy's going to be on full tilt here shortly.
Currently in first position. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Well, good-looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey, guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 13th.
Ooh, that almost went down. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Looks good.
Oh, so close. Par putt coming up here. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. He's currently sitting in first place. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, that's frustrating. And that should secure the par on this one. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Setting up here with a very long putt. Let's return to live play now. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Didn't that look good for a long time? 8 feet to the cup.
Got to try and save the par here.
That will work. Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Already in first place, trying to make that margin larger.
Playing from around 230 yards. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Downhill putt there. Luke just misjudged the pace there. Didn't want to be too bold with it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Left yourself an opportunity.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is outside range for him, 26 feet. This for a birdie run.
That's a lovely speed on that putt. So close to the hole. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris. Oh my, how about that for a par?
What an amazing play out of the greenside bunker. Up and in the hole. Nicely done.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
And choosing the 8 iron here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Little birdie look in here.
That was a gallant attempt. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Looking good. Yeah, good job. Nice par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, that's well played. And a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt on the table. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
That's some good golf right there. Second shot here on the 10th hole. That's not the outcome they were after.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Oh, well played. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Big putt for par coming up. Well, the leader is really starting to gap the field now. They're 10 strokes ahead. Let's head to the 12th hole. Beautiful swing there. Already with a couple of wins under their belt. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. And here we are with their 4th. That's a touch of class.
Judging it beautifully.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. Setting up now on a par 4. That should find the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 13th. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Looking good so far.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And we've arrived at a par 3.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Strong par 4. Dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Going with the hybrid.
Ooh.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Surely it's going to.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Teeing off now on a short par 5.
Already in the lead, looking to extend that.
That was wonderfully done. Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Just didn't drop. An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, terrific. What an effort. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. He sits in first position. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. This one from about 160 yards out. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. That's disappointing. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, well played. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Go in. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 13th. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. For eagle. Now at 3 under overall.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Get excited. This could go in. Ah, the birdie just slides by. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Down on the 4th hole, guys. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
John, what's going on out there?
Down on the fifth hole now as Justin Thomas gets ready for his next shot.
Getting ready to play their third. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Big chance here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yep, well done. Trailing by 4 strokes. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Yeah, we'll take that.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Time to take a look at what's going on at the 6th. Sitting at -3, currently tied for 4th place. Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Ouch, that hurts. A par putt awaits. Currently at -3 for the round. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
That's a high caliber shot. Important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5.
This one looking really good.
Putting for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Ooh. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. There it is. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Down on the 9th hole now, guys. This is Justin Thomas's next shot. And this is for eagle.
Oh, so close. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2. John, give us a small update.
I'm down on the 10th hole, and Justin Thomas is just getting ready to hit.
Oh, almost went in. And back to the play, shall we? Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. Hey, that's a chance. Wonderful shot. And that will take him to 5 under. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Wonderfully played. This shot from 120 yards. 3 behind our leader. Choosing the 9-iron here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Currently at -5 now for the day. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
All right, John, how's this putt looking?
This putt's long, fellas, and it's got to be at least 31 feet.
Okay, time to return to the action. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
A chance to get 2 back on the course here. This one for eagle.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will take him to 7 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
It was on a good line. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
This one is chewing fiber.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Terrific roll. It even had a chance. Yeah, not much to sweat there. Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
I'm over with Justin Thomas here on the 14th now, guys.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Oh, that's too bad.
I think he gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
I'm down on the 16th hole as Justin Thomas gets ready for his next shot.
Oh, just missed. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
That's just inside the range. This putt for the lead. Ooh, right by the hole. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. He's currently tied for first.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people, who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water, good luck. Enjoy.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
Back-to-back birdies move in the right direction there, Luke.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
That's a nice way to start this tournament, opening up with a first round lead.
Absolutely it is. You always want to see your name up on top of that leaderboard, no matter which round you're in. After the first round, though, so far, so good.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beeman. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
Looking forward to this, Rich. Let's get into the action. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up this shot from about 120. Had a fantastic drive.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it. This is what they have left for birdie here.
This one's tracking. Looked good for a while, but unable to drop just inches away. Currently 11 under par for the event. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to get yourself a good look at reaching this green in two.
Great shot. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Handy effort, that one. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. It's on a good line. Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This is their 5th shot. That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Going with the 7. That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
Sitting at minus 14 now for the event. Here we are at the 4th hole.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Oh, that was pure.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Just didn't drop. Just a short putt remaining here. Leading by 5 shots after that. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Just the start they were looking for, Luke.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Okay, that'll work. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for a par here. Okay, let's head to the next. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough? Getting ready to play their third. Oh, he liked the look of that the whole way. That is absolutely brilliant.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Oh, how about that one?
This tour player is just streets ahead now.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
And a quality shot, that.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Putting for a par now. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich. Oh, that was flushed. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though. And here we are with the 3rd shot. That's a high quality recovery shot.
Such soft hands.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the first cut. Yeah, this is lovely. And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently in 5th place.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, I thought that one was going in. A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt. This one's dialed in. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Now 8 shots in front. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently in 4th place.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Second shot here on the 12th. quality shot, that one. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup, looking for another birdie here.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And now that finds him in first place. Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This next shot coming up from the sand. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Okay, steady now. This is a par putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Putting for birdie.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. It doesn't matter how you hit it if you can hold putts like that.
Yeah, that is not what you want to come up against mid-round, mid-rivalry. That was mean. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Rich fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, Find the center of the green, make eagle. Well, life's good.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with the golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Oh, so close. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Still in the lead now after that hole. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18th.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
A birdie putt awaits. And another round safely in the books. Oh, what a performance, Ridge. Absolutely dominating performance.
Luke, big lead through the opening 36, but no time to get complacent. There's still a lot of golf to play, and they need to continue to make birdies in order to finish ahead.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. Rich Beans, my sparring partner in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey. Hope you're enjoying all the action. I know this player certainly has been, Rich, because they've built this wonderful lead. Are you expecting them just to take the bit between the teeth and keep running with it?
Well, that's what you expect them to do, but listen, we're playing golf, and golf is about as predictable as the weather. I mean, listen, you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right most days, so this player's got to keep their nose out in front and keep doing what they're doing, because if they even remotely slow down and think about what they've accomplished, it's all over.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. Setting up miles from the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
Yep, tracking well.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Is currently sitting in first place. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here, because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Yeah, that one will play.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
I'm down on the 5th hole as Justin Thomas gets ready to hit.
This should play. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. 20 feet to the hole.
Looking really good.
Putting for birdie here. He sits in first position. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. And now that finds him in first place. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
That's a good-looking shot there. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Well, guys, I'm down on hole number 7, and Justin Thomas is just getting ready to hit.
Oh, just missed. Just 10 feet to the cup here. It was on a good line. An opportunity to make their par. Well hold. Let's move on. Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Oh, that was a beauty. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
Setting the tone early in this round.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Playing their 5th shot. Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
What a shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
From about 130 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
This player's dialed in. What a shot. This one's for birdie. Nice stroke. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Down on the 11th hole. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
Oh, how good was that?
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That'll sting a bit. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. It's got a chance. Well holed. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. 3 wins already this season. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And here we are with the 3rd shot. Nicely done. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Never up, never in, as they say, Rich.
It was a slippery putt coming up down the hill, so not too surprised to see this one coming up short.
And as we transition into the back 9, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Well, guys, I'm down on the 13th hole. This is Justin Thomas prepping his next shot.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Let's return to live play now. This shot from the first cut of rough. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Oh, a 14-footer. It's good to make a few of these per round. Just didn't drop. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Still in the lead now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Oh, that was a good strike. That was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. From around 140 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
That should find the surface.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. He's currently sitting in 1st place. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
John, what's going on out there?
Down here on the 16th, guys. This is Justin Thomas.
Let's begin the 14th.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
That dog will hunt.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Shame it didn't drop. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Ooh, that almost went down.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Currently in first position. This hole is a par 5.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
That's tiny. Rich, fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated, difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle, life's good.
Oh, that had eyes for a lovely shot. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Here we have it. Trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
This has a real chance.
Oh, that's a ripper. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
They've decided to club up.
4 feet to the cup. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. Well, this is lovely play, and it just confirms it after grabbing the 54-hole lead. Good playing, Rich.
So far, so good with one round to go. How are they going to handle the pressure tomorrow?
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to you. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. It's been great to have your company here. And Rich, we're to the final round now. What's our next player dealing with as they get it underway?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
I know I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage. Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They're going to need binoculars from back here to even see the hole.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
An opportunity to make a par here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Solid par putt, that.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
He sits in first position. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed.
An eagle putt awaits.
That's frustrating. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
That's a fast start if I've ever seen one, Rich.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And now that finds him in first place. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
This one needs to kick left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. This putt coming up is for birdie. That's disappointing.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
For the par.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Let's see what happens here on the fourth.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed. This golf ball could go sinking to the bottom.
Playing their fourth shot.
John, do you have any info down there?
Down on the 6th hole now as Justin Thomas gets ready to hit.
13 feet to the hole.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Okay, steady now. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. We have a par 4 on this one.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
John, give us a small update.
Well, I'm on the 8th. This is Justin Thomas's next shot. And about 32 feet to the cup from here.
Looking really good, this one. What an opportunity to make a birdie. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Putting for birdie. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Down here on the 9th hole, this is Justin Thomas's next shot.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well struck. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole. Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 9th. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
I'll tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Let's head over to the 11th.
And from 250 yards out.
It's a delightful little fade, that. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Absolutely. You dream of being in this position, ahead by a bunch with just a few holes to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back to back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
And he's down there. You got to read.
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Gee, that had a chance, didn't it? And this one is for his par. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Well done. And it's time to recap that play.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Currently in first position. Well, they'll be looking to use that momentum they generated on the last with an eagle.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Ouch, that hurts. A par putt on the table. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. We have a par 3 on this one.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in 1, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet.
Little birdie look in here. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Justin Thomas as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th.
That's a good putt to make. You'll take that.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Wow, what a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. Atta boy, good shot. Just a 4-footer remaining. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
Ooh.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt coming up for his par. That's well holed. Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Good shot there, Beamer. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That might be one club too many. Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. Oh, that's too bad.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Go on, get in the hole. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next.
An early test comes at the North Course here at the second hole.
Well, what they give you on the first hole, they certainly take away on the second. Almost 500 yards, this dogleg from right to left. No fairway bunkers out there, but still it offers a lot of challenges. Canyon to the left, heavy rough out to the right. Once you find the fairway, however, you have a green that sits slightly above you. This is a strong par 4.
Going with the 8-iron here. Should find the green here. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
And there it is.
Currently 1 under for the event. One of the great features of the North and South courses here at Torrey Pines, they mirror each other alongside the Pacific coast. And this third hole is very similar, a downhill par 3.
The good news about this is that green pitches from back to front, but still it doesn't make it that much easier at some 240 yards from the tips. This is about as challenging as a par 3 as you'll find on this North Course.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Looks good off the blade. That's inside the range. Currently a couple under for the event. Rich, take us through the 4th hole at Torrey Pines North.
Again, this is another redesign where they've moved the fairway closer to the canyon on the left-hand side. You want to aim away from that, avoid the rough on the right-hand side, and from there, you have an opening to a green with bunkers both front left and over on the right-hand side. Not a simple, straightforward hole, but not as difficult as it once was, to be fair.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
You like that, didn't you?
Playing from around 210 yards here. Just 3 strokes back.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Nicely done.
Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Oh, so close. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. It was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Reached the 6th hole. It looks straight away, but is it?
Yes, it is, Luke. It's straight away. Fairway pitches from right to left ever so slightly. Got to avoid that bunker down the left-hand side, but still, it's a straightforward, not too much to it kind of golf hole. Players should definitely be thinking birdie here.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Getting ready to play their third. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Well played, mate. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Yes! What a putt. And he dances his way into the top 10 after that delightful shot. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Currently 2 under for the day. One of the wonderful short par 4s at Torrey Pines North is the 7th hole, measuring just over 320 yards, Rich. These days, the big hitters are driving the green.
Easily, in fact. Years ago, you always kind of figured you'd lay up because the green was so diabolical. Now, everybody takes out the big stick and just tries to drive it on. There is still a lot of movement in this green, but once again, there's just not much to it. You got to be thinking birdie when you stand on this tee box.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Lining up the birdie putt here. That's tracking. Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The number of elevated par 3s at Torrey Pines, the 8th, no different.
Yeah, this one plays straight downhill, but 215 yards from the back tee. They've expanded this green over the years, so a little bit more of a reprieve than it was in years gone by, but still a very difficult par 3.
Oh no, is that heading towards the bunker? That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
What's a strange miss there. Look, they've been hitting the greens all day long.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down? Well, it was a solid shot out of the bunker and onto the surface. And he needs this to save par. That's a good sign of a player's character, Rich. Still managed to make something out of the hole.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
And now at 3 under overall. The 9th and 18th holes here at Torrey Pines are par 5s that almost mirror each other, but they're both birdie holes, Rich.
Absolutely. Just avoid the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and try your best to keep it out of the rough down the right. But even so, you find the rough, you still are going to be able to try and get it home there in 2. There's a narrow opening just in front of this green, in front of those 2 bunkers there. You find the green, you're going to have a decent look at eagle, but still, you need to take advantage of this short par 5 and make birdie at worst.
Nicely done. Lining up from about 230 yards here. 3 shots off the lead. Going with a 3-wood here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 back from the leader. Wow. That was handy holding out from there. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Moments like that deserve another look.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Well, Rich, it feels like this player has poked the bear, haven't they? They've gone out and got an early lead in this matchup.
I like that, poking the bear, yes. They're up early, but still, there's a lot of time left. As they said in Gladiator, are you not entertained? I think we will be at week's end.
And he's down there.
Green's sitting below him here, Luke. So got to be careful of that spin.
Going with the 5-wood. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And back to the play, shall we? Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Get in. Well, how good's that for the eagle? And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 11th is a short par 4, Rich. How do you like to play it?
There's no laying up in golf anymore, Luke. I think as we've come to find on the PGA Tour, you just take out the driver and you hit it as far as you can up there. That's what most players should be doing here. Don't bring that fairway bunker into the equation. Take out the driver, drive it over it, and you just got a flip sandwich for your second shot. Pretty simple.
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
This one's for birdie. That's frustrating. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And that makes him tied for first. The 12 here plays over the big canyon ridge, the par 3. It is spectacular.
It is. They've lengthened this hole by quite a bit. Now 205 yards on the scorecard. Still's got a decent amount of movement on this green. The place to miss it, however, was over on the right-hand side. Don't get greedy and try and take it on when the pin is front left or even back left. Nothing good can happen if you miss it left.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A 7-footer right here.
These are on rails, looking good.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 8 under.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second.
13 is a mid-sized par 4, over 450 yards these days.
Just the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, look, but there is a little bit more room left than what players can see from the tee box. From there, the second shot is to a green that's elevated that tilts from back to front and left to right.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Let's take a look at the 14th hole, Rich. And again, it's sort of ball in play off the tee, isn't it?
Most players were trying to hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway as the fairway pitches from right to left. But what happens is there's some large eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side that could capture the golf balls. So players must be mindful of that. Second shot down the hill, pretty basic, not much to this green. A nice, solid, fun hole.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Super shot, that.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second.
The 15th is one of the signature holes on this property, the par 3, 200 yards.
It plays straight downhill and probably 2 clubs different than what the yardage suggests. Getting the distance spot on is nearly impossible here. However, don't get greedy and try to hit in there close. Anything that goes over this green and long, you're bringing a big number into play.
And 11 under in front of the player with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, what a super shot.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. 16 looks to be a fun hole, Ridge, but it's not that easy, is it?
No fairway bunkers on this hole, Luke. Just a slight, gentle dog leg from left to right. Slightly uphill tee shot and even slighter for the second shot. This is a fantastic birdie opportunity late in your round.
good shot there.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
Okay, steady now. Par putt coming up here.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second.
They switched the finish here at Torrey Pines North. The 17th used to be a 4 and the 18th used to be a 5. But now it's a par 4, Rich.
This is one that players should feast on. There's plenty of room out to the right. The only miss you don't want to have is over to the left-hand side where the bunkers and canyons come into play. From there, you have an opening over on the right-hand side to get to the green. Again, the par 5s on this north course, you got to take an advantage of, and the 17th is no different.
That's inside the house of opportunity. Here's a chance to get to 12 under. This one has eyes for the hole. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Well, they should be high on confidence stepping onto the tee now after that eagle at the last.
Straightaway par 4, that's some 490 yards. The difficult part about this is finding the fairway. If you don't find the fairway, it's likely you're going to make bogey or worse. If you do find the fairway, though, your difficulties aren't over, as this green is not that inviting. You make a 4 here, you feel like you made a birdie.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that should secure the par on this one. And that brings an end to the day. Well, that was a stout performance all day, and they're going to find themselves with the lead.
They're feeling awfully good about their game, aren't they? But there's lots of golf left to play. They need to make sure they go out and continue to play on the front foot and try and get this thing done.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.